What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Empower Your Voice with me, Clifton Ross III. Today, I want to speak to all the aspiring artists and background vocalists that desire to get into the music industry. I want to share with you my story and give you a few pointers that have helped me in my journey. Hopefully, you can gain something from it. So, I must say that I'm blessed and I'm honored to be able to do music full time. I count it as a blessing, and I'm humbled and I'm honored that God has given me this opportunity and has kept me on this journey called my life. I promise God that I'll always give 100% in everything that I do, and to always share the wisdom and knowledge that I've gained with others so that I may keep having opportunities and paying them forward. And you know what? It's worked. Over the past few years, I've always been approached by or messaged by aspiring background vocalists, aspiring artists and vocalists and singers, and they ask me well, how did you do this? How did you get to sing with Bobby Jones? How do you sing background for this person or do this or do that? And so, I always want to help. So here's what I know. Honestly, first thing, it really takes being in the right place at the right time, building great and pure relationships, being professional and dependable at all times. I directed the Howard Gospel Choir for 7 long years. And you can imagine being somewhere for 7 years, it wasn't always easy. And it wasn't always hard either. I had so much fun, and it taught me a lot about myself. It made me realize my abilities as a leader. It showed me my strengths and my weaknesses. I also sang in an urban gospel group called REAL, which is an acronym that stands for Radically Encouraged About Life. In REAL, I learned about brotherhood. I learned about sticking together. I learned about the music industry and showcasing for labels, having strict rehearsals, and tour prep. And in recording with REAL, I learned how my voice sounded in the studio. I learned how I could manipulate my voice to get certain sounds or to take certain sounds out or extract certain different things. And I took those skills and brought it back to the Howard Gospel Choir, which in turn helped me to develop their tone and their vocal agility. So in all that, I realized that I was running away from something that had been kind of tugging on my heart for years, and that was teaching. Honestly, I didn't want to teach. I ran away from it because I never could see myself in the classroom. It was just kind of no, I don't want to teach. I don't know, well, Cliff, how do you sing like this? And how do you warm up like this? And I'd be I don't know. And it wasn't until I stopped saying I don't know and actually figured out how that the doors opened for me. So as soon as I embraced it, things started happening. Things started changing. The atmosphere started responding to the decision that I made, which is to stop running from something that had been tugging on me. So I'm speaking to somebody, okay? So the Howard Gospel Choir and REAL helped me earn respect among many great gospel and secular artists around the world and presented me with solo opportunities, which led to things like Sunday Best. It also allowed me to gain many mentors, and it really helped that helped mold me and shape me into being able to find stability to be able to doing music full time. So currently, I'm blessed to work on the best music staff in the world, and that is at Ebenezer AME Church in Fort Washington, Maryland, where Byron Cage is the senior minister of music. And also, so it's Byron Cage, Ricky Dillard, Ty Tribbett, and myself, and we all serve as ministers of music under Byron's lead. And it's amazing to work side by side with people that I've looked up to my whole life. And not only do we work side by side, there's no drama. It's nothing but mutual respect between us. And the goal here is to do the assignment, which is to lift up the body and to create the vertical worship that will allow pastors to be able to do their job. And there's a great marriage between the pulpit and the music ministry. And so it's an amazing opportunity. And so I'm just so grateful that I'm able to be there. Also, I met Vashawn Mitchell through Byron Cage, and I've been singing behind Vashawn for 3 years now, and it's amazing. It's nothing but fun, and I'm learning so much too. So Vashawn is another mentor and a big brother of mine who I have the utmost respect for. And I also teach high school music out in Virginia, and I didn't think I would be teaching that fast either, not in the classroom, but when I came to interview for the school, I felt my heart tug, and I knew I had to plant my roots there. And so I just thank God I was able to finish my degree, because I would have been afforded that opportunity without my degree. So I suggest that you have to get secure in some place where you can build and sharpen your iron. My suggestion would be to join your local community choir or your local group. You might have to Google, you might have to research a few different things where you can find your niche. But the scripture, Matthew 25 and 21, it really is a major part of my process, which really talks about like being faithful over the things that you have so that it'll make you ruler over many or create more opportunities for you. So even if it's not where you want to be, not where you desire to be, you still have to act it, play it, sing it, do it, whatever your skill is. You got to do it like it's your last time. And a lot of times we get so anxious and we get so like frustrated because we're not where we want to be. And we get so anxious to get to where we're going. And we don't even know where we're going or what the next place is. So the most important thing to do is just to be patient and be focused. And in everything, there's a lesson to why you experienced it all. Remember, all things work together. You might not be able to see it now how it works, but I promise you later you will. Excuse me. You need to find a consistent job that will allow you to survive, save money, and allow you to be flexible to still pursue your passion. Next, I suggest researching different singing workshops or conferences around the country and going. Get involved in the workshop, y'all. Like, don't just go and sit in the back. Actually get involved. Join the choir. Join the praise team. Meet the leaders. Build relationships and like take a step further. Audition for musicals, plays, like TV shows like Sunday Best, The Voice, American Idol, anything. And don't say, well, you know, it can't be me. Because like you're looking at somebody who decided to go, who decided to stand in the line, who decided to audition, and who actually made it on the show. No, I didn't win, but it opened up so many doors for me. So much exposure for people to hear and understand my heart. So I'm forever grateful for Sunday Best and the fact that I took a chance. And if you don't feel comfortable, or I think you should feel comfortable, you need to get involved in social media. You need to post YouTube clips, Instagram, Vine videos, Facebook. You know, get your name out there. But remember, you need to be respectful of those that are out there doing what you desire to do. If you're sitting on your couch and you hoping and you praying and you wishing for that opportunity, you don't have time to sit there and talk about other people that's out there doing what you want to do. Even if you're out there doing it, like you still don't have time to sit and talk about other people, because I promise you the tables do and they will turn. So you don't ever want to compromise your character in order to succeed. You want to sow good seed so that you can yield good fruit. You got to remember, people are always watching you. So be careful with how you handle information. Be trustworthy and be a good friend. If there's, even if it's just like a business relationship, there's still trust in that. People want to look at you and say, I can trust them. He's a good person. She's a good person. Okay? For some of you, it may take, moving to another town where you can be more exposed to the music and culture of that area. And, moving is not easy. It takes time, it takes wisdom, and it takes planning. Be patient and be smart about it. And, it took me from moving to Michigan to D.C., but I came here to go to Howard. And, Howard allowed me to stand and expand and to really stretch my roots out. And I graduated. So many people give up for whatever reason. It's so important to finish what you start, regardless of how long it takes. It took me a long time to graduate from Howard, but I don't care because I finished. So you have to remember that the music industry is not easy. Be smart, be patient, and most importantly, stay encouraged. Don't give up. Any great thing takes time and it takes work. Pray for direction. And sometimes it's hard for you to hear your answer after your prayers or the solution after your prayers because there's so much noise going around you. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. It's okay, because that's the time that you can hear your heart. That's the time you can hear from God. That's the way you can really breathe and have that moment to get what you need. Get rid of the noise around you. Be around the right people that'll help you grow. And don't let fear stop you from anything. And I hope you gather something from the points that I put together today. And if your heart tugs on anything, maybe you should follow that. Okay? Just remember, empower your voice. But in this case, you got to empower your mind and empower your spirit. So in turn, you can empower your voice. So I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Stick with me, and I'll see you next time on Empower Your Voice.